It is February 12th, 2020. We're here at 3994 Riviera Drive in San Diego, California, 92109. We're at unit number C. So what we have here is a small pan and tilt camera. We've pushed through the dryer duct from the exterior all the way to inside the house. So what you're looking at right here, we set a little Lysol bottle right next to the inlet, right behind the dryer. So the piping is sitting right behind there with the 90 and the ducting that connects to the dryer. So we're inside the house right there looking at that. So a dryer company came out and cleaned this up. We're going to go ahead and pull our camera back here. Now we're on the ladder, so our audio is going to kind of go away because we're working up in the top of the ladder. And so what you're looking at right here is going to be us coming back in reverse on the pathway of the dryer duct to the exterior. So we pulled back just a few inches here. We're going to go ahead and rotate our camera so it's facing forward here. There we go. Okay, so that was the end of the vertical run, and you can see that's completely clean, so obviously the company got that all taken care of. We're now going to start coming across the horizontal run that runs across the ceiling. Okay, so now you're seeing, we're starting to see just a little bit of lint or dust. So whatever cleaning, vacuum, or brushes were used, you can see that we're starting to get a little bit of buildup right here. So we came off the ladder. Now, we started at about, in our distance counter, at about 47 feet. Now, we do have to take away from that 47 feet all the way from the ground level all the way up to where the access point is. But what we're going to do now is pull back all our loose cable that we had in there, so our distance counter goes back down to a more realized setting here. Okay, so we're down to 28 feet here, it was a little less than 20 feet of what we had gotten from the beginning across to here. Obviously, we're not a full 28 feet of ducting that's left because, again, of all the vertical that's hanging from the unit that's at ground level. Now we're going to, though, continue to pull back across this line. Okay, so we're across most of that horizontal. Now we're about to come up the vertical to the actual exterior. So as you can see, there was some buildup in there. It wasn't terrible. I just don't think it got cleaned out to that point with their equipment. As you can see, the first section that leads from where the unit, the dryer duct attaches, then we started to have some buildup. And then right here, of course, at this elbow, which would be most common, where the horizontal pipe's got to become vertical, things are really going to back up right here because it's got to overcome gravity to blow it out. So we have a good little mound right there. We're going to go ahead and, I think we've only got a few inches left. We'll go ahead and pull back up now and take a look at this. Okay, so we were just pulling it up and out to get a quick measurement, and so it's about a 3 feet vertical run actually. So across from the ceiling, it's got a right up vertical, and you can see on this vertical there's quite a bit. So to get to that bottom 90, where there was also some relatively heavy buildup, it's about 3 feet down, and then again you got to go all the way across to clean up the rest. So as you can see, we've cut that two little arms on that lid so that equipment can access in there. Now a regular vacuum going up the ladder might pull some of this out. We do have a brush system that can go down for about 25 feet. We don't have any other kind of heavy vac system that cleaning companies might use. So we're going to go ahead and maybe try to put our vac down part of this vertical to clean this 3 feet out and that bottom 90 and see if that does anything. And then the rest of the horizontal, if they want to get that cleaned out, then we're going to recommend a professional cleaning company rather than some of the brush things that we have because from end to end we're not going to have long enough pieces. We're going to pause the video. Okay, so we just wanted to show you really quick. We pulled our camera out and we were at about 15 feet to go up vertically up the ladder to that piece. So we are again started at about 47 feet approximately. So this 15 feet that we're still out basically was that the total distance for the dryer duct at pretty close to about 32 feet. Code does say it usually can only run 25 feet. And every 90 counts for 3 feet. So sometimes places will have to put a booster pump on there. It's a little fan blower unit that attaches near the exhaust before it goes into the wall, and that activates when the dryer turns on, so it creates more air pressure to push all the lint and debris up and out. Here's our 25 foot, you can see here our hand brush system that we can go in and clean out some ducting that we'll do on occasion. Just attaches to a drill, big spinning nozzle to clean out a 4-inch duct like this. We only have about 25 feet of push rod on this one here, and again we're not really going to go ahead and do this at this point in time. We're just going to use our regular vacuum right now to clean up that 3-foot piece and then go back in and show it with the camera and see if we're able to clean the majority of that piece out. So we're going to pause the video while we vacuum that out. Okay, so we just used our vacuum to clean out that vertical and hopefully that 90 before the last transition to horizontal, since we're cleaning the outside of the pipe here. We're going to go ahead and go up the ladder and take a look at this. We've got another little camera here, a Wi-Fi unit connected so we can see what we're doing here. So here's this vertical, so this looks pretty good already compared to there's a little bit there still on the side wall, definitely, but we're just running a regular shot back. So definitely some buildup still right there. Get that really good. The 90 is a little bit better. You can see right there, there's still a little bit and some right there. We're going to go ahead and pan the camera and see what that looks like. Okay, so you can see there was a little bit there. I don't know if our audio picked up. We were going up the ladder, but let's just see what we've got here. Now, there's still a decent amount there on this elbow. Didn't really extract it. A lot of it's going to be kind of a little bit stuck to the line. So, the walls, the pipe, and we had a little bit on the vertical as well. So we'll try vacuum it one more time. And see if we can get this out a little bit better. So we're going to pause the video. Okay, we ran the vacuum one more time. We're going to go ahead and see if it looks any better. Okay, so we could definitely see we got a little bit more of that vertical cleaned out that was kind of on the wall just a little bit. Now we're at the 90. We're going to go ahead and take a look across. So, yeah, there's still buildup there, but we actually even got the bottom cleaned up just slightly better, not much, but most of the vertical's cleaned out. So now it's a matter of cleaning out this heavy buildup right here at the bottom. Again, we're a one-man operation right now, so being up on that ladder trying to operate the vacuum and everything is a little complicated. So that needs to be cleaned up here at this bottom elbow, and then again, as we showed going forward from here, the horizontal run does need to be cleaned out past this as well to the spot that they got to. So right now we're at 20 feet where our camera is pushed out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this out here at ground level. We need to create the length right now. So we're going to pull out from 20 to 29 feet right here. So we're now right at about 29 feet. We're going to go back up and push this camera through. We're going to get it pointing forward again, so we're going to have to kind of go down to there. Now we're going to push this forward and see if it's 9 feet or so across to get to the end of our push cable that we extended out here that needs to be cleaned up still on the horizontal run. Okay, so our plastic lens on this dome of the camera is getting a little scratched up, so it's not as clear right now. But anyway, you can see right here, about that 9 foot is about what it needs approximately to get to where they had cleaned up really well after this point or before it, since this is the way out. So we got that 3 feet vertical, cleaned up a little bit better, but we've got it mostly good. But that 90 and then this 9 to 10 foot run approximately needs to be cleaned up so it looks as good as what was done already. quickly as far as completely getting it removed. I don't think the booster would be required for here because it's obviously, I don't know how often this has been cleaned, but it's not in terrible shape. We're going to run another carbon monoxide test right now inside the unit with the dryer, and if it gets any heavy levels still, then either that elbow where it connects to the wall might need some better taping or sealing where it's connected, and or the booster pump would be the only final way to alleviate, to really push all this exhaust, both lint, dust, moisture, and carbon monoxide out of the unit appropriately without any more issues. So that concludes this recording.